I'll read the news in a minute. After I make this orange juice, the news is ugly today. The news is ugly every day. Here. Alright. You still here? No, you're in and out. See. Oh, someone else here. Aussie Drama, what up? I'm trying to make something to eat. I'm trying to figure out what I got here. I'm trying to mix something with oranges. What am I mix oranges? This mango is perfect. It smells so good. But look at all these mangoes. They're perfect too. I don't know. I gotta keep removing. I lose tomatoes all the time. Nasty, huh? But I got a big pile of compost over here, so I got a pineapple. This pineapple's perfectly ready. It's gonna be Use it or lose it. This one looks like it smells like it's fermented. So let's do this. Pineapple's the one. Let's see here. Show you how I cut a pineapple. I got a special technique for pineapple cutting. Take off the top. Slice it in half. Slice it in quarter. And then cut the core out. Split it in half. Let's see if it might not be good. We'll figure it out in a second here. It's gonna cut off some. What do we got? What are we dealing with? Oh, perfect. Oh, that's the sweetest pineapple I have. Oh my gosh. Throw it in the blender. Pour all this in the blender. Actually, let's take a sip of it because it's so good. It's orange juice. Oh my gosh, that orange juice is so delicious. So delicious. Oh my gosh. This pineapple is so delicious. I might even put a kiwi in here too. Kiwi, oranges, pineapple. It's an acid fruit morning. Yesterday I had watermelon. I didn't go out shopping today actually because I didn't go shopping on Wednesday like I normally do. So I'm going to run out of food next week if I don't go shopping right now. Or not right now, but I have food left. It's just, I've never done emergency shopping. I've always been prepared ahead of time. I've always had what I needed. But now, if I don't buy food one week, yeah, I'm going to run out at one point. So I don't want to like go to the store and have to buy unripe food and eat that. You know, that's not my thing. This one. Right on. Jungle Kitty, what's up? Did you guys? Oh, I got a video to edit right now. I was at a show last night. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you saw some of like maybe there's a video clip I put on there on Facebook yesterday, but it was like it's like I don't know. It's what's that? Mike Stone shared my post. That's good. Yummy. Okay, let's figure it out. We got kiwis over here. Let's see. We got a lot of kiwis. I think we're going to use all the kiwis. We're just going to use them all, right? That's it. It's just kiwis. They're soft. They might not be this one. Yeah. No, it's not. It's overripe. That sucks. Kiwis are tricky because you got to get them before they get bad. They get too soft. They're not. They become fermented. This one's perfect, though, right? Ah, that's too sour. See? You see, it's a fine line between what's a good kiwi and a bad kiwi. When the kiwis are on point, they're on point. This one right here is probably gonna be on point. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Any more? What's this one dealing with? This one looks good. This one looks delicious. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Any more? This one here. This one looks all right. Oh yes. 38 in guys, cool. How many people are there in guys though? Like 60 or something? 50? One more. Yep. All right. Let's do it. I wash everything as soon as I use it. Nothing gets grimy and sticky and dried up. To the max. To the max. Look at that. Yeah, now let's go edit that video from last night. This video from last night's on point. Watch, you'll hear this. You're like, my friend asked me to like come film it for him. He always calls me fruit bat. Fruit bat. Fruit bat. That's how it goes, I guess. Oh, there was some really cool girls at Lost Leaf last night. This girl named Hannah. She's a really tall, blonde girl. Oh my gosh. She says she was raw food. I want to find her again. She remembers me, but I don't remember her. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta find her. And she was with her friends, so they were having fun, but they paid a lot of attention to me for a minute. Hey, Sophie. Ah. Ooh. Oh yeah, I needed that. Rest. Shared my photo, likes my photo, commented, shared my post, likes my post. Cool. Okay, let's get down to the music. Fuck all this stuff. YouTube. Hey, Marlene. Woo, delicious. OP. So P is the last video. Oh man, there's copyrights in there. Oh man. This is what sucks. I go through these videos that I upload, and it says, oh, you got copyrights. And I gotta fucking... Oh my gosh. Between 28 seconds and 4 minutes. Oh, this is gonna take some time. That's no fun. Maybe I don't have to do this now. But getting it out of the way is important. There's no one really chatting with me, so... Hey, Mona Day, you're like this. My friend, this is last night. This is music I recorded live last night. This is a DJ from this is a live recording I made. I gotta edit the copyrights out of it. It's gonna be annoying, but I'm gonna do it. Oranges, pineapple, kiwi. gotta check out the ads. Look at that. 4 pounds for $1. Look at that. 4 pounds for $1 cantaloupe. Nice. Looks like it's gonna be a cantaloupe week. I'm gonna go get a bunch of cantaloupe. Death is my identity. Energy of privacy. Do what I can. Drama, you're the only one here. No one cares, huh? I gotta go. There's so much to do. What else is on sale this week? Let's figure out what else we got on sale here. What? 77-cent a pound grapes. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get some of those too. 99-cent pineapples. Hell yeah. You know it. 99-cent pineapples. Oh, 88-cent pineapples. 88-cent pineapples. What? 88-cent blueberries. What? 2 for $1 mangoes. What? Damn. Organic tomatoes. $2. Oh, what's up, great guy? Got a smoothie here. We got our ads. We're editing some video. Let's get this done. 28 seconds. So this is tricky. You gotta go to like 28 seconds. Split. Trim. Go 30 seconds forward. Split again. Trim. Go another 30 seconds. I gotta go all the way to 4 minutes on this one. The identity. Oh, anonymous. What up? I don't even know my last name.
It's an accordion brand, man. We've been making accordions. I don't know. I wish I was still making accordions. I would be making accordions right now if the Germans didn't kill my family. Or the Nazi Germans, specific Nazi Germans from the 40s. I'd be like the one in the factory, you know? Selling accordions, making accordions. But, no, I'm talking about, like, what's that guy's name? I don't remember his name. But he was, like, in the, what are those things called? Fuck, man. The war crimes. Not the Holocaust so much, but you know, when they had the crime, they had the trials. They're called trials, and like the guy was there. He said, "Why did you do it?" He said, "Our language made it easy. We use the words should, got to, must, and have to deny choice to life." It starts with a G. I know it starts with a G. Whatever. It's over now. They cut their heads off in Wolfenbüttel. Wolfenbüttel. I want to go there. They got a museum for me. That'd be cool if I could apply and be like, "Hey, give my mom some money." What's going on in Germany? What's going on in Germany today? You're in Germany? Anonymous. Why don't they call it Deutschland? I don't get it, man. Like, you know, it's confused. People got confused. They thought Dutch was German, when that's not true. They call it. Why don't the Dutch rename their language Hollandesian or something? You know what I mean? That would make more sense. You know, if you're from Holland, you're speaking Hollandesian, or you're really speaking Flemish. Why would you not call it Vlaams? And like, they don't call it Flemish in Holland. They call it Vlaams. So like, silly. And then the Germans could rename their language Dutch or Deutsch or whatever if they wanted to call it Deutsch, but you know, it's just a confusion. Besides, English, Dutch, and German are the fucking same language anyways. Pretty much. They're all the same root. It's just the Scottish one sounds funny, man. I got some Scottish guy battling me on the internet today. What? Scottish people can get wild, man. Hey Jay Honey, what up? That's one down. How many more do I got to go now? I only had one viewer last night? Wow. fast, huh? I swear, I just did something and it didn't do it? What? Oh, there. That's strange. What the heck? What the heck? I don't understand that. What? Oh, there it is. Copy of A. I get it. I made a copy. Let's delete the original then. Delete the original. Oh yeah, I gotta keep finishing this smoothie, man. This smoothie's oxidizing. Shit. Mmm. Mmm. Ah. Woo! Who's the only person that's... it's just Aussie Drama still here. What happened last night, Aussie Drama? Did anything happen? Is Traveler, like, coming after you, like, trying to shut your stuff down or not? Or is he angry? Or did you talk with him since you made that video? I think even Traveler realizes what you're saying. It's just a matter of putting it into action, you know what I mean? Like, it's not easy to resist doing the thing you want to do or the thing that's addictive. It's like, but with the willpower, if you build it up, you can do it, you know? It just takes, inner strength, you know? Of like, okay, I can, self-control. Hmm. Even I could use more of that. Okay, what's next? Video D. Video D, 33:45 to 5:28. Enhancements. Rotate left. Trim. That was sick, dude. They had a bassoon. You know what a bassoon is? So go 20 seconds, and then let's go 4:15, 4:14. Trim, split, trim, delete. What tech am I going to? 5:28. 4:15. Let's go to 4:44. Dude, it's hot today, man. It is freaking hot. What temperature is it, man? I feel fucking... I feel it. Fuck. I'm sitting here freaking... Delete, and then 13, 28. 28's the last second. Just take it out from the end then. Done. Save as new. Another one down. Two down. Two down. Two down. Let's delete video D. Now, do you use the editor, or do you use something on your computer? Oh, shit. Oh, did I just delete a video? I wasn't... Oh, no. Uh-oh. I just fucked up. A, B, C, D, E, F. I deleted video G by accident? Fuck. I didn't mean to do that. Let's get back. Let's put that video back up. Oops. Oops. Damn it. Okay. Okay, this one's gonna be A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Gee, how long is it? Video player. It's 4 minutes and 50 seconds. Yep. Oops. G, upload. I meant to delete D, not G. Actions, delete for yes. Woo! Alright, let's go to E next. E, between 1758 and 20. Enhancements, trim, 7. Pretty tight, right? 1728. Trim 29. Let's go to 1758. Split. Trim. Split. Delete. 1759 to 1820, whatever. 26. Come on. Don't be giving me trouble, browser. What? Oh, man. Sucks. Okay. Something went wrong with the server. It's not me. 17, 18. 18, 19, 1858. Hey, Park. Oh, come on. YouTube. There we go. Hell yeah. That bassoon is so cool. 1930, 29. What's up? What's going down? I've got to go buy food today. I gotta go pick grapefruits today. I'm going to go pick grapefruits. I'm going to go shop for some food. There's some good deals. There's like 77-cent pineapples. No, 77-cent grapes, 88-cent pineapples, 88-cent blueberries, 2 for $1 mangoes. Oh shit. I might need to go frickin' put this on pause for a second while I go to the bathroom. I'll just play you music. Oh, cool. $1.50 each. Wow. That's crazy. I'll be right back. I got like my orange juice right here. I'll be right back. Sarah Huxton. They're still here, I don't know. Where am I going to now? Oh yeah, 20 minutes. What's that? Okay, now what video? Video E onto video F. Dun, 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 dun. I wouldn't be surprised if Ronnie Smith banned me from frickin' the England Fruit Festival. So 8:05 to 9:51. 8:05 to 9:51. And 2:23 to 4:36. Enhance it. I like to go backwards now when I'm editing, because it's like if you trim out a second, you're changing the future seconds, you know, and then moving them forward. So it's like go to the end. It's like go backwards to forward instead of going forward to backwards. So let's go to 50. Split. Split. Let's go backwards from 51 to 21, 5, 9, 21, 20. Oh, fuck, it's hot. It's a fucking hot. Oops. Split 21. Go back to 8:51 again. Split. 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 And what am I going for? 8:04. 8:21. Hey, Christian Garcia. What up? Some music I recorded last night live. This was hot too. This was like. My friend Dega, he's really good. I'm just editing out the copyrights. 4:36. Man, this whole thing will be ready in a minute. People can enjoy the whole thing. It's pretty fun. It was a fun night last night, that's for sure. 4:36. Let's go to 4:07, 4:06. Oh, there's something going on right now. Is it 4 o'clock? It's about to be 5. I think it's 6 o'clock. There's a spoken word. Spoken word on 19th Avenue and Adams. I kind of want to get over there. I'm down to hear some spoken word, freestyle, some open mic. I know, right? And then tomorrow is going to be Father's Day on Father's Day. What? I'm the ex-father. So Father's Day on Father's Day. These guys are so fun. Did you hear the Father's Day video that I was put up? The video that I found on some other guy's Facebook? It's so fun. It's like a house party and everybody's like partying and they have like 7, 8 songs in it. It's so fun. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It's on my Facebook. I put it on there yesterday. Father's Day. If you just type Father's Day on Facebook, it'll come right up. Watch. Father's Day. Here it is. Yep, here it is right here. I'll give you an example of what we're dealing with. This is what's going on tomorrow night. Is it going to work? Let's just go to the frickin' video. Is it just me, or is there a problem with frickin' Facebook's new upgrade and YouTube? Facebook's new upgrade doesn't let YouTube videos play through the frickin' browser. So I found, I'm having a problem loading frickin' YouTube right now. Is YouTube having problems? Maybe YouTube's the one having problems. No, I'm on YouTube right now. Oh, why is this having a problem loading? Oh, come on. No cool. Are they trying to censor Father's Day or something? Oh, there it goes. Here it comes.
Yeah, fuck you! This song's about you!
Hey, Kenny. I'm watching Father's Day for a second here. This is a show happening tomorrow. This is tomorrow.
What is your problem?
All right, later.
Just shut up! This next one goes out to the retards up front.
What? The retards up front. See, they purposely try to insult people on purpose, just for humor. Yeah. It's like comedy death metal or something. This one goes out to the retards up front. Hey, what's up, tall black man? Yeah, it's a mosh pit. Yeah. This is called Father's Day. Father's Day is happening tomorrow. This is a band called Father's Day, and they're like grunge punk kind of like comedy.
Thank you! Barbecue! We're gonna slow it down a little bit here. Yeah. This next one goes out to my first wife. What was her name? It's called I Don't Fucking Think So!
I don't fucking think so! This one goes out to my first wife. I don't fucking think so! Dun, 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 Oh shit, this is fun as can be, but I'm gonna get back to what I was doing. It's gonna be so fun. I'm excited for tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be so fun. Shit. Okay. What am I on now? 406. 436. Okay, I'm going backwards. Okay, here it is. 406. I want to go to 336. Split. Trim.
So the people like you.
Oh, shit. 436. And then I'm going down to what? 223. So 307, I guess. This is annoying. I don't know if you ever de-copyrighted, but there's all this copyright bullshit on YouTube. I was trying to limit what you can do, take control of media and shit, and everything's, oh, we can own ideas. I'm like, fuck no, you can't own ideas. Get out of here with that. 437, 227, and then we're gonna go down to 223 just for the shits and giggles. Split, notch, 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 play, trim, split, done, save as new. There we go. It's cooling down a little bit, kinda. It's not the hottest time of the day anymore. Copy of F. Alright. Let's delete F onto H. Sure? Yes. Oh, video A still got copyrights? Now what? 36 through 154. 36 through 154. Let's fix that shit too. 36. Split. Click, 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 click. Click, 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 click. 36. With me still. Wow, Aussie Drama's anyone here? $35. And what am I going for again? Fuck. Oops. Dude, I swear. Is everybody's memory getting worse, or is it just fucking me? Hey, Janie Dope. What's going on? Ah. Oh, shit. I hate that. Then they got this thing where it's like, we can like monetize your videos, but you're gonna have to share revenue, and then it doesn't tell you what time that they're saying that the violations are, so you just can't figure it out. You're like, well, fuck. Well, how am I gonna figure out how to edit this video so I can edit it into other videos? That's kind of like that kind of thwarts my whole effort. Because then I can download it and re-upload it, I guess. It's no fun though. Split. I can try to hack at it, I guess. I'll try. I'll take out seconds. I'll take out a second every 30 seconds. That's the way I do it. I take out a second every 30, each 30 seconds. "39th, I'm back going. I'm moving back up. What? I don't even normally go into guys. Oops. Jeez. Uh-oh. I messed up again. Hey, Emily Osorio. 11. Alright. What am I on to now? Video H. Oh, I don't even know what it is. I'm not on to anything. Okay. Video A. What was video A's problem? It is 154. Alright. 154. I'm on 136. 154. Split. Play. Trim. Cheese up. Cheese up. Oh my gosh. Now what? Video L. Video L is between 3 seconds and 123. 3 and 123. Enhancements. Split. Trim. Split. Play. $32. That's the whole freaking video. Oh, what's up, Malo Penguin? Hey. Split, save as new. Hey, Amani, what up? Almost done with my smoothie. Wow. That's so good. Oh, shit. So that's L. I can delete L. Copy of L. What else? On to I. Okay, second from last one. Perfect. 2 through 401. Oh. Not that bad, but it's a lot of edits. Hey, what up, Sophia Montaza? Oh shit. So, enhancements. Come on. What's up with the slowdown? Okay, trim. Try again. Split. Split. Go to 32 seconds. Split. Play. Split. Trim. I wonder if anyone notices this thing I do. But, like, what the hell? There's jumps. They're not that much. 32. $201. Split, split, 230. Oh shit. Hey, what's up? What do you say? Oh shit, it says, I just came into moaning. Cute. Huh. Ooh. Yeah, I'm just editing music from last night. I was at a live show last night and I recorded like most of it. My friend wanted me to record the show. But the thing is, I get home and I upload all those videos, and there's a lot of copyrights. I'm gonna edit all these copyrights out. Done. Save as new. Okay, back to H. Delete I. And then H. Working on it. Okay. Am I on 303 minutes? Split. I don't know how much I gotta remove. Hey, Valen. I'm just gonna try that with the beginning up to 5 minutes, and I'll save as new. But it might take a few more edits. This is one of those copyright sharing videos. So annoying. Done. Is it not gonna let me save it or what? What the hell's going on? Dang it, dang it, dang it. What's news? What's the news? USA. What? This is lame. You serious? Alright, I lose it all by refreshing. Damn it. Fuck. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, I got 13 updates. What the hell? Vegan Hair uploaded a new Rich Piana racist rant and women abuse. Huh. Kate does my makeup. Mayflowers. Paul through Kellyanne bullshitter. Yeah. New from John Rose, how to be free and healthy in a sick world. That sounds cool. John Rose uploaded The Secret to Happiness. Cool. Vegan Talks replied Sunshine Bright. It did turn out to be a great day overall. Yeah. Wow, thanks so much for uploading. Oh, cool. The Secret to Happiness. Let's go to how to be free in a not-free world.
Your brain is like a hungry sponge.
The urge to save humanity is almost always a false face for the urge to rule it. Hello, my name is John Rose, and that was H.L. Mencken. And yes, I've used that quote many times before, because I talk about this subject matter quite a few times. It's an important subject matter. And in this video, I'd like to take a closer look at the Constitution and how our rights are being usurped by appointed bureaucrats. I also want to take a look at how common law has been replaced by maritime law. Now, this is really fascinating. You're going to want to listen to this. And I also want to talk about a subject that's very interesting, our licenses and our permits, the way our government's taking advantage of us, whether or not we have a right to travel versus a need to have a driver's license, or a marriage license. These are important things we need to understand, because we give away our rights when we enter into these contracts, and we're being deceived. So I'm going to go over all that in this video. And I'm going to start off with the Constitution. The Constitution granted 3 laws. Common law, God's laws. And that's really an automatic. We weren't given those by the Constitution. Those are already automatic. Every living system has these rights as a living system on this planet to have their needs satisfied. And then we have equity law, also known as contract law. And the third is maritime law, admiralty law. Now, this is where they're really sticking it to us, my friends. Also with the appointed bureaucrats. So this is where we get in trouble. Is the Constitution says, look, we have these common laws, we have these rights, but then we have the FDA that covers up the crimes of the pharmaceutical industry. We've got the EPA that covers up the crimes from the chemical companies. We have the USDA covering up crimes of biotech. And then we have the CDC that covers up the crimes from the vaccine industry. And these bureaucrats are taken over our country. Now, this goes back to 1884 when the Fabian Society was founded. And it was a long-range goal or plan to socialize us, to appoint Fabian lawyers and Fabian judges to change the rules and usurp the Constitution. This goes back a long time, my friends. Again, the urge to save us is really the urge to rule us. We're being tricked and we're being fooled by these laws. So right off the bat, we have all these bureaucracies that we need to get rid of immediately. The FDA, the EPA, the USDA, the CDC. We got to get rid of those. Even the educational department that was established by Carter back in 1979. We got to do away with that also. We're being controlled through these bureaucracies. Our rights are being taken away from us. Along those lines, common law has been replaced with maritime law. And this all goes back to the law of the flag. You see, if you're from Spain, for example, and you're taking goods out to be sold around the world, you fly a Spanish flag on your ship, which notifies everybody by law of the flag that you come on to this ship, you better obey the laws of Spain, because now you're on Spain's property. And the captain, he can do anything he wants. He can make up the rules as he goes. The same thing applies to foreign embassies by the principle of four cornering. We have the same concept, a building with four corners and a flag that designates the laws of that property. You go into a foreign embassy, as soon as you step on their property, your rights as an American citizen is gone. You have to obey their laws. Same thing when you go on a ship. Now the same thing applies in courtrooms, and that's how they're getting to us now. What they did back is they started in all the buildings and courtrooms in 1959. All the flags have been replaced with a flag with a yellow or gold fringe around it. That is no longer our flag. You go into a courtroom right now, you're stepping on into foreign property. And you're under the jurisdiction of that military war, because now you're under martial law, under the rule of that flag. You're no longer a U.S., you're not even in the U.S. court anymore. These are the things we've got to change immediately. We've got to get rid of all these yellow or gold fringed flags. Number one, that's in all of our courtrooms. We've got to get rid of that. This started way back in 1852 when those crafty lawyers started changing things, trying to take away our common law rights, and then making us apply the maritime law. We're on the land, we're not on the sea. But that's what they've done. They tricked us because we don't know any better. We don't know that when we step into a courtroom now, it's just like stepping into an embassy. It's a different flag, and we got to obey those rules. And now the judge can do anything they want, just like the captain of a ship. It's all about controlling us, folks. Remember, we're sick. That's the problem to begin with. We shouldn't have a government. It's a subsequent need because we're sick. So the ultimate solution is always to realize that we got to get reconnected as a collective, individually and collectively, so that we won't have what I label as 10 subsequent needs from being disconnected, from hypoheliosis. From only having 5 senses, we're supposed to have 6. Remember, the fall of mankind destroyed a nutrient that feeds one of our senses. It's a biophoton. It's the coherent sunlight energy that's faster than the speed of light that's in our cells that communicates, and that's our 6th sense. We don't have that anymore. Now we're all screwed up. We need to have a government to help us. We never needed governments until we started moving into cities. Remember, when you look at our timeline, we didn't even start having laws until about 10,000 years ago, the agricultural revolution. The third main thing I say we mastered, and then we made a bad application. We started eating grains. But then we started creating laws. We moved into cities. The more laws there are, the more corruption. That's how they take advantage of us. Now, when you look at how licenses work, we need a license or a permit to use property that doesn't belong to us. So I can't think of a better example. I'm going to go ahead and use it anyway. If I'm going to go hunt on somebody's property, if it's not my property, I need a permit from that person. I don't hunt, but that just illustrates my point of how a permit could be used. Same thing applies to a license. Guess what, my friends? The roads belong to us. We don't need permission to drive on roads that belong to us. We have a right to travel. But we're tricked and we're fooled and we're deceived, we're bamboozled into thinking we have to have a driver's license. And the fact that virtually everyone on this planet thinks that you have to have a driver's license proves, number one, that they're deceiving and tricking us. Because we don't. There is no law that establishes we need to have a driver's license unless we're in business unless we deal with commerce. Then we do, because you're using the public roads to make money. Or you're a minor, and you can't be accountable. So they trick us when we're young to get one, because we do, because we need to have someone to be accountable for us. We're not of age yet to be accountable, which I got to admit is still something that's worth considering in itself. But then, if you're in business of commerce, and if you look at all the transportation codes, it's clear that the laws for driver's license only apply to those who make a living. If you're a taxi driver or if you're hauling freight or something, then you need to have a license because you're using our roads to make money off of it. The rest of us, we have a right to travel. But the problem is, number one, they tricked us into thinking we need one, so we apply it. So supposedly, when we apply for a license, we forfeit our right in exchange for a privilege. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, that's impossible. You can't do that. Rights are not transferable. You cannot give them up. You cannot exchange them for a privilege. That right there is bogus. In fact, there are 3 main reasons why virtually every contract we've entered with the government is null and void. There's 3 main reasons. One I already gave you. The fact that everyone thinks we need it and we don't proves that they're lying to us. The next reason we know they're lying to us is they've got their own language, their own legalese. They have their own definition for words and their key terms that are used to know, because they know we're going to think a certain way and they're going to screw us. You see? That right there proves that this contract's null and void because you're deceiving us. Oh, when we say this word, we don't mean that. We don't mean up, we mean down. You can't do that. You can't do that. Now, I understand all professions have their own language, but it's not a deceptive language. The Law Society, they have a deceptive language, and it's designed to take our rights and trick us and fool us. Once again, there are three main reasons why every contract that we enter with the government is null and void. The most obvious one is the one that is the fact that everyone thinks we have to have it. You get pulled over, where's your license? Where's your insurance? Where's your registration? Everyone thinks we need it, so that right there proves that they tricked us. Number two, they have their own language, which makes every contract null and void. There was never a meeting of the minds. You're taking words that we assume mean something, and you know we're going to assume that. That's why you did it. And then the third one, of course, is the fact, and this is the most important one in my mind, is that you cannot give your right away. You can't transfer it. You can't trade it in for a privilege. That's bullshit. It can't be done. It can't be done. That's number one. So what we have to recognize is how our rights are being taken away from us, and why, and what's being done in this place. It's used to revenue generate. Look how much money they make off of failure of responsibility tickets and speeding tickets. Those tickets alone, in 2010 in Austin, 304,000 tickets, $64 million. The state in 2010, the state of Texas, got $9 billion in revenue from those two tickets alone. So it's a form of revenue generating, and it's designed to keep us poor. Remember, the power to tax is the power to control. These people don't have the control. A city ordinance, a city is nothing but a corporation, and a corporation has internal rules, but they can't apply to us, and that's what they're trying to do to us. And they think that we have to apply to their general rules, and that doesn't work. It'd be like as if I work for McDonald's. Hey, I got rules and regulations. I know when that long light comes on, I got to take the French fries out of the oil, whatever. Customers don't have to obey those rules, so we don't have to obey the rules of city ordinances. They're not laws. However, remember the common law. There's only one law that our legislators have been given the power to enact, and no other law should apply, and that is to make sure you don't harm anyone. Now, I know what a lot of people say, what about the safety issue, public safety? I want to know if that person's driving is qualified. I want to know if they have insurance. I want to know if they run over and kill one of my family members, that this happens and this happens and this happens. Well, guess what, my friends? The courts have ruled on this over and over and over, that it isn't the vehicle, it isn't the car that does the damage, it's the driver, just like it isn't the gun that does the damage, it's the person who pulls the trigger. The car itself is not inherently dangerous, it's the one who drove it. I'm a good case in point. I'll be 63 here in less than a week, couple days. Been driving like 49 years. I have never caused damage to another person in my entire driving career. Not once have I caused an accident where I caused damage, let alone hurt anybody. Not once. So now I got to flip the bill for all you other fools that don't know how to drive. I guarantee you, if you had to pay for the damage out of your own pocket, you'd drive better. So we got to change things. Now, obviously, if you have vertigo, if you have a medical condition, you're not allowed to drive. There are reasons why some people can't drive, if it's not safe for them to do so. But otherwise, we have a right to travel. And as long as you get a license, as soon as you get a license, what happens is now you got to register your car. Now you lose your title. You no longer have the legal title to your car. Do you know that? Here in America, you register your car. As soon as you register, there's two titles. You have the equitable title. You can sell it. But they got the legal title. They can throw it away at your expense to make sure and pay their fines, which they don't have any right to charge you for. So you can see how we're being screwed by the government. Marriage license, a good example of how we're being screwed by the government. In the 1880s to early 1900s, all marriages were common law. Still had a pastor come along and say the words, but then he issued a certificate of marriage. He didn't give you a marriage license. Marriage license didn't come around until people of different races married. But now, when you get a marriage license, you know what happens to you? The state is a third party. Now they can come in. You give power to come in. Take your property, settle your divorce settlements, take your kids. You don't want to get a marriage license. You don't want to get any kind of license, because when you do, every license you get, you give up a privilege. But I'm telling you right now, that's bullshit. You can't take away my right. I can't transfer my right into a privilege. That's bullshit. It's legalese that the governments are using to control all of this. So we've got to stand up. There are certain things we have to do downstream so that we can get and stay healthy. So if you're new to this and you haven't figured out how to do everything, that's your main focus. Learn how to satisfy all your needs. Take a solid food vacation. Understand the damage you've done to yourself and the environment, so now you got another group of needs. Those are the subsequent causes that we have to deal with. But then we got those subsequent needs, especially the ones that can be used against us. The ultimate solution, all of us get reconnected, we won't have those, but in the meantime, there's certain things we have to do downstream. The government's at the top of it, because the government's the one that has signed the Federal Reserve Act that has now allowed people to print their own money. So money's a big problem. That's the ultimate tool of control. We can't take that back as long as we don't have control of the government. So we got to repeal the Federal Reserve Act. We got to do away with all these bureaucracies, the FDA, the USDA, the EPA, the CDC. And then the FDA, what the hell, we got those two agencies together. It's obvious why they're together. Food is what heals, and drugs are what kill. Can't put got to regulate them both. If we're going to kill with the drugs, we can't let everyone know that the foods are going to be what heals you. It's illegal in this country to tell you that foods are going to heal you. But bad foods are going to kill you, so all you got to do is stop eating it. That's what you got to do. Again, we have to understand there are certain things we have to do downstream. We got to take back the airwaves. We should not have a media that has the ability to control us as it does right now, but it can very easily. Every avenue of information that we're getting, whether it's through the media, our educational system, the government, all these are owned and controlled by a very small group of people. If you haven't watched the Thrive documentary, you got to check that out, or Zeitgeist Addendum, or you can better yet watch my video, Common Links and Common Flaws Between These and Other Conspiracy Theorists, where none of them see the big picture. None of them understand that these are subsequent needs that we have because we're disconnected. So the ultimate solution to solve our educational problems and the money and the government and the media is to understand that those would not exist if we were healthy. But in the meantime, we do have to understand that if we want to stay healthy, we've got to make sure that we have certain rights. We've got to stop giving our rights away. Now, how do we get out of the situation we're in? I'm not really sure, but as far as I'm concerned, my driver's license is null and void. Why? Because you tricked me into thinking I needed it. You used a language that I didn't understand on purpose. And then no one has the right to trade or give you a privilege so that you can give them the right. It just doesn't exist. That's hokum right there. That's all it takes. That's the most important reason. The most obvious reason is the fact that all of us think we need to have that driver's license. And we don't. We have a right to travel. And if you're not a very good driver, you better have some insurance. Otherwise, I think if we all drove around without insurance, I guarantee you the amount of accidents would reduce substantially. There's a reason why I haven't been in an accident that I caused. Because I'm a great driver. I'm paying attention to everybody. In fact, when I drive, it's like I'm playing tag, like I was a little kid. Can't touch me. That's what I do. I look where everyone's at. I'm making sure no one's going to touch me. I'm not going to touch anyone. You can't touch me. If we all drove more aware of everyone else, we wouldn't have the amount of accidents we have now. Now, obviously, we have to be safe. Remember, that's the only thing the government's supposed to be able to pass laws on, is to keep things that are harming us. So, if someone's making a bunch of racket in the middle of the night, whether it's with their stereo or whatever, and they're keeping people from sleeping, that is going to be against the common law. Because you're harming people. But what we have now is a government that's harming us. They are supposed to be our servants, but now because of this maritime law, because of the law of the flag, and because of all these bureaucracies, we have now become subjects. You see, that's what maritime law is. We're under British Admiralty law. The United States thinks we escaped their jurisdiction. We haven't. We're still under that. That's why we got to get these yellow and gold fringe flags out of our courtrooms in every building in this country. We got to abolish these bullshit bureaucracies that are making life worse on this planet. They're harming us. We got to do away with the medical system, the part that's treating symptoms for lifestyle-related problems. Obviously, they have a purpose, and I mentioned this many times in all my videos, pretty much, that they are qualified for accidents and acts of nature. So we don't get rid of all the medical system. As one person created a straw man saying that that's what I'm saying. I'd have to be an idiot to think that. I can't believe this person said this. My God, and I know they've watched enough of my videos to know that I wouldn't say something stupid like that. So yes, the medical system we have now, allopathic medicine, is good for controlling the body for things outside of our control. Get off me. Bumblebee. Tickling my leg down there. But there is a time and a place when we need intervention. Remember, that's all allopathic medicine is good for. They can control the body. So there's a time and a place to put the cart before the horse, so to speak, so the horse doesn't bleed to death. That's what they can do. They can control the body. Otherwise, diseases are not due to inappropriate signals, which is what they're told. Disease is self-inflicted. That means virtually 90% of what these people are doing are treating symptoms for problems that are lifestyle-related problems. So that's where we have to begin. And we can begin by voting with our money immediately. We can begin by putting some politicians in there that know what to do. Right now, we don't have any good politicians. Where do we begin? I don't know. It reminds me of what Confucius said about government. The secret to having a good government is good men. When you have good men, you have good families. You have good families, you got good communities. When you got good communities, you got good government. So that's what I said at the very beginning of this video. We are a sick species. That's the problem with our government. That's why I say we really can't fix systems because the systems are made of us. We got to fix ourselves. So it's kind of a dual thing we have to do. Got to go upstream so that most of us can change and then be qualified to actually be in a governmental position. Because the only people who can really be in those positions to help us are people who know how to help themselves. Right now, pretty much every politician we have is not qualified to be a true leader for our species. You need to have someone who understands the laws of nature, that there are simple laws we need to obey based on the law of cause and effect. And so we have to have knowledge of how to live, but we also have to have knowledge of how to adapt. There's a ripple effect. Two groups of needs we must satisfy. When we look at the two additional temporary needs, that's where we have subsequent causes. That's what we have to do individually in case we're damaged and the society is damaged. But then, individually and the environment, but then society is damaged. And the way it's damaged big time right now is the political systems we have in use. And they're designed right now, going back to 1884, the Fabian Society. This is a socialist agenda that has been adopted by liberalism. And everyone that's following that issue is being tricked into going that direction. And it's easy to see why you're being tricked, because what they propose are the things we're supposed to get when we're healthy. We're supposed to have collectivism in a healthy world. We're actually supposed to have anarchy in a healthy world. We don't need a government if we're healthy. We'll know what to do. But we don't live in a healthy world. So we can't push anarchy on a sick society anymore. We can push collectivism on a sick society, and that's what's being pushed upon us. Through liberalism, through Fabianism, we're being tricked, we're being lied. We can't trust our experts. We got to take control. We got to be the change with which we want to see. It all begins with you guys. First of all, bumping up your biphotons, flushing out that serpent, and then helping us work downstream. And there's a lot more people more qualified in this area than myself. There's a lot more I have to learn, I'll be honest with you. And in fact, I hope all you guys double check some of the information I gave to you today. Check out the yellow and gold fringe on the flag. See what that does. If you haven't looked into maritime law, you need to understand that that's what we're put under. We're actually considered vessels at sea. We are humans. A birth certificate. It ties into when a ship goes into a port, it's given a berth and a birth certificate. It's the same thing. Now that's what they're trying to do to us. It's a little sleight of hand trick. That, oh, you're vessels at sea now. You're a number on the stock exchange. Now you get us a social security number. It all ties back into the name you've been given. But remember, every contract we've entered with these clowns is null and void. They tricked us and they fooled us and they're taking away our rights and they don't have the right to do that. And when we can take back our rights, my friends, I guarantee you, we'll all be in for a treat.
Oh, what are y'all doing? Oh shit. I fell asleep. Oops.
There is no record in history of a happy philosopher, H.L. Mencken. Happiness? That's nothing more than health and a poor memory. Albert Schweitzer. My friends, in all honesty, I was driving by and I saw these beautiful yellow flowers. And I didn't really have anything to say, but I said, man, I got to immortalize those guys on YouTube. And of course, I thought about those quotes by Mencken and Schweitzer, and happiness, and how there's so much suffering on this planet, and how I'm reminded of it so often, and how we need to use that to motivate us so we don't accept this. And I know a lot of people don't even want to go there, do we? We don't want to entertain something unpleasant. Life's already unpleasant enough as it is, isn't it? But we got to find motivation, my friends. And there's two things that are going to motivate us. It's the pleasure and the pain. So we can use pain to help motivate us. Whenever I'm coaching people, I always tell people if they're struggling, by the way, I can always tell how well they're going to do before they go into it because it's all attitude. But if I know they're going to struggle, I say, okay, let's come up with a list of pain-inducing questions. Questions that you ask yourself whenever you start losing your motivation to keep you on track. Because remember, everything we do is to change the way we feel. We pursue the pleasure, we avoid the pain, so we can use those. And also remember, when we think, we're asking questions. So if you're on a solid food vacation, for example, or if you're just trying to eat better, and you're having trouble with motivation, have a list of questions that will help motivate you and put your mind back on focus. So your mind got off focus because you asked the wrong question. Wouldn't that cheeseburger taste good right now? Well, wait a second. What's that cheeseburger going to do to me? Is that cheeseburger going to allow me to see my great-grandchildren's graduation? See what I'm saying? You got to come up with personal questions yourself that will motivate you. And one of the biggest ones I find is when we lose someone or something. And we feel the loss. And if you try to have empathy, and I know not everybody has that, but if you have empathy and you realize, oh my God, how many other people are experiencing the same feeling I'm having, or a similar sensation. This planet is full of suffering, and no, it's not supposed to help us appreciate the good times, and I can understand everything is relative. I thought about this many times. In fact, I was contemplating on it a little bit more today as I was coming out here, thinking, well, let's see what it would be like if we had two types of scenarios. Where one, it was paradise every day. We never made that mistake. Everyone was connected. We all understood the gift mentality. Every day was a new day. And in fact, in an ideal world that we came from, it would be impossible to step into the same day twice, just like it'd be impossible to step in the same river twice, or in the same body twice. Because we're always building new cells, and of course the river, that's all new molecules also. And the point I'm trying to get at here is that we would never be bored. You'd never be bored in paradise. And remember, that's just a place where we don't have problems that are within our control. Why? Because every day would be filled with joy, and you couldn't wait to go up until the next day, because it's always going to be as good or the best. It's going to keep going to have the best day ever. It's going to keep getting better and better and better. But that's not what we're experiencing, is it, my friends? And isn't it sad how the people who fear change the most are the ones who really need it? They're the ones who are suffering the most. And again, we got to use everything we can to help motivate us on the hero's journey. We have to realize where people are and how resistant they are to change. not realizing that the few things that are bringing them pleasure is actually the reason why they suffer. So what is happiness? Albert Schweitzer knew. He was healed of life-threatening diabetes at the age of 75 by doing the Gerson protocol. That same protocol healed his wife of tuberculosis, and their daughter had an unnamed incurable ulcerating skin disease. And basically, it's a raw vegan diet. Now, Gerson knew how hard it was for people to do this, so he allowed some foods that were less than ideal to help people stay motivated with it. But if you're serious about getting healthy, my friends, you got to stop making mistakes, man. The biggest one of all is that cooking of the food. You want to get healthy, you got to stop eating dead food. That's the key right there. So if you want to be happy, the trick to happiness is to get rid of hypoheliasis, which is an abnormally low biophoton level. All you have to do is stop cooking your food. Go on a solid food vacation, you'll bump it up real hard, real fast, up to real high, up to 114,000 biophotons, according to Fritz Dr. Pop. You're supposed to be around 83,000, born at 43,000, most of us around 1 to 23,000. So, on a solid food vacation, we can go up to 114,000. So that's the tree. That's the key right there. Again, Albert Schweitzer understood. And that's why he was able to win the Nobel Peace Prize in 1952. Because he took this same knowledge that healed him of diabetes and his wife of tuberculosis and the daughter of an unnamed incurable ulcerating skin disease. He took that knowledge and information and he shared it. Now that's what we're doing here on my YouTube channel. I'm providing you the same type of knowledge that Albert Schweitzer found. This is the key to happiness. Helping people that are suffering needlessly because we have a sick system where our so-called experts are not our experts. My God, this is doublespeak. Poison is health. How can a drug be healing in any way? It's mind-boggling that our so-called experts have bought into this hook, line, and sinker. Right now, we have to plant our garden where we are, no doubt. We want to make this hell as good as we can. But remember, the ideal goal on this journey of ours right now is to get the hell out of hell. And you know how you get out of hell? You eat your way out of hell. Because that's what got you down into hell. I'm not talking about what happens after this life. I'm talking about this life. This is hell right now that we've created by putting the wrong things in our mouth. We can turn it all around. That's all we have to do. Stop putting the wrong food in your mouth. Take a solid food vacation. Find out what real happiness is all about. Most of us don't know what we're missing. You got to flush out the serpent, the waste matter that's in our pipes. You got to bump up the biophotons. You got to have a brand new reference that can challenge all the bullshit that's been bombarded in your brain, because otherwise there's no way the average person has a chance of not believing in things we've been told all of our lives and everyone else believes it. It's hard to rise above the ideas of the time, raise ourselves above the ideas of the time. It's hard to not glide with the stream of the crowd, but we want to go where a few have gone so far and show them the way. We want this to be the path from here on out. There is a better way, and it simply begins by acknowledging our mistakes. If you look at Buddhism, Eightfold Path, first step, you must clearly see what is wrong, which I'm sure Dr. Phil read, and that's what he means when he says, we cannot change what we do not acknowledge. We're the enemy. We're the ones that are causing our problems. We are the ones that can solve our problems. If you really want happiness, work at doing something productive every day. I get excited about every day I wake up. Are you happy when you wake up? I can't wait to wake up every day knowing what I get to do. Help save people's lives, and you are doing it too. Keep doing it. Don't be discouraged. The numbers aren't near as good as they should be. I'm telling you right now, it's a lot easier now than it was when I first started. You guys have got it made compared to how I had to go about it. A lot more people know about this. And I'm telling you, we can change this place. But it takes a collective effort. Now, there's all sorts of ways that we can suffer, isn't there? We have illnesses and ill behaviors. And I've identified 5 main mistakes that are at the root cause of both of those. But illnesses and ill behaviors are a little bit different, aren't they? as a rule of thumb, illnesses are only isolated to the person with the illness and their friends and family to varying degrees, especially if there's a loss involved. That's very hard. That's a lot of suffering people to go through. And again, this is what I'm saying we need to use to help motivate us, because we lose people all the time, don't we? And now we feel a personal loss because now they're not part of our lives. These are the things we need to motivate us, to help us be strong. And every day go out there and do something to help another person. If we all started doing this, if everyone that watched my video put out an effort, I know a lot of you guys really are. I know you are. I know you are. And I know some of y'all could do a little bit better. But at least you're listening to it. At least you're doing it yourself. That's where we start. And at the minimum, that's what we need. Not everyone's going to go to the next step. So don't feel bad if you're not one of those. But damn it, if you got to be a trim tab, man. If you really want to be happy in life, that's the secret life. Become a trim tab, and I tell you, when you become a trim tab, you're in for a treat.
Oh yeah, that Noel stream was fun. Oh shit. It's so fucking hot. I'm gonna try to find that and capture it. Let's see. Two hours ago, she was just on. What's up, Gigi?
My camera.
I
My
got
camera's fucked up.
Ah!
Yeah. It's all good though.
Whoa.
That look good?
He said, "You ain't seeing me."
That look good?
Jordy, what's up?
Damn, Noel's fucking
I would
got
come down
great
and see
breasts.
Noel any day. Yeah, I'm going, okay, good. I got pumped.
Here it is, I
Yeah,
found
I
it.
saw the disc videos with Alyssa, Violet, and Jake Paul, and I saw, I did watch those last night, and I feel for her. That's all I gotta say. I feel for Alyssa. I get.
Dang it. Kill it. I guess so. No fun. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. Little start here. We're gonna start. Come on. Fucking flash.
Oh, it's got 14,000 views. That's amazing. Is it gonna work? Come on. Come on! Hey, it's my... I'm trying to get this video. I'm trying to capture this video from the other day.
It's happened so many.
There it goes.
YouNow. I was banned myself just like last week because of nudity. They said because my nipple got seen that I'm. And I was like, I'm a guy, and it's 110 degrees here, and it's like it's too, it's really hot. It's Phoenix. And,
No, hey, I thought guys can show their nipples.
I know, and I looked in the rules, and the rules said if you're over 18 and a guy, you can be topless if you want to. But then they finally unblocked me, so I guess I did. That's the rules. I thought it was a Trump thing, thinking like, oh, Trump's the president now, so companies can just break all the rules they want, and no one's going to enforce anything on them anymore, so they can do anything they want. I think YouTube did that the other day. YouTube deleted a few of my channels, and they said community guideline violation, but they didn't give any strikes. There was no strikes or anything. No, it's like anonymous deletion. Scary. That's scary to think that you could put all that work into it and do all this stuff. And I had just random videos, like 9 years of videos, like live shows. I'm in the front row making, like all this best hip hop you ever heard, like the Blunt Club and just little videos. And I make informative videos about health and this natural hygiene stuff. And I like it a lot.
Sorry.
Oh, well, I used to have 2 more channels still left. But, it's like I know I'm breaking the rules to even have a channel. If they said they deleted my channel, I'm not allowed to have it. It's like, you like riding the phone. I know, right? It's like, you live in a moment of stress, and that's no fun. Because we're already under enough environmental destruction because of Fukushima and all the things that people do on Earth to destroy nature, and it's not helping anything.
No, it's true. Well, don't give up because maybe you just had a few haters that were reporting you a lot. Because that happened to me with Live Me when I was on Live Me. I got a lot of haters, so I got banned on Live Me. And in reality, there was girls doing way worse than me on Live Me, and they never got banned. So I think if you just have that wrong group of haters, and they report you, it can really mess up your internet life, I guess you could say.
Yeah, it's someone who feels jealous and they're not able to express their feelings. Like that's what you're saying. People who can't feel, if they're not able to express the emotion, whether it be negative or positive, they're not able to get to the underlying need behind the feeling. Because all of our feelings have needs. And those needs, like say you're tired, you need sleep. We all need sleep, Say you're hungry, you need food. It's not that complicated. Or
Yeah.
It's called nonviolent communication, and it's about not doing moral judgment. So rather than me saying you are stupid, I'd rather say there was something you did that made me think that maybe you didn't understand something at some time or something, and maybe I was scared that I might not have it. People would hear that a lot better, than they would hear calling them stupid or something.
Yeah. Is that a cool hippie band you're in?
A cool what?
What kind of room is that? Is that a hippie band or what is that?
In my background?
Or a house or a hippie band or?
I'm in a house.
Oh, house. Okay, for a second it looked like the back of one of them hippie vans.
I have a van outside my door.
I see it now. Yeah.
Outside my door?
Huh?
No, that's just that's a cool painting.
I love hippie vans. Dude,
I have a water
I
balloon I
would
just
so
ate.
live in a hippie van if I was broke.
Let me turn on the light so you can see it.
I'm just saying I would if I was broke.
It's just a cool map, I think, in the Wu-Tang hat, but outside my door, I have a hippie. It's not a hippie, it's just a Volkswagen bus.
I love hippie vans.
That's good. That's right there,
No,
right?
because the corner of his apartment looked like the corner of a van or you know what I mean? Like the corner looked like it.
That's a real van, though. That is a real van right there, you see it?
Oh, yes. Yes. It is a hippie. You have one, though.
Yeah, I do. I have
know
a
it.
bug too.
Awesome. I love
My
it.
bug's at 59.
Oh, 59?
59, yeah. It's 18 years older than me. I got it when I was 18, and it was made 18 years before I was made. That's why I have it, and I won't get rid of it because of that. Yeah, it worked a few times.
Some
It's
people know what your car is, apparently.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So
The
do you
one
have
in
any
the
animals? Like pets? Or
There's
no?
a dog around here somewhere. It's the rescue dog. I don't know where it's at. I think it's hiding somewhere, sleeping probably.
Aw,
It's
rescue.
a
That's
pit bull.
awesome. How old is
It's a
he?
pit bull that needs to be kept away from other dogs because they would kill them. You know what I mean? It'd be fight them. He wants to fight. It's really nice to people, but it doesn't like other dogs. So
Right, right. I know people that have dogs like that. Yeah. Like they like people and they hate dogs.
yeah.
It's like they think
It's
they're
like-
human maybe, and dogs annoy them.
I don't know. Like I have this picture here. I don't know if you know who Bigsy is. Bigsy, you heard of Bigsy?
I know,
Bigsy's
that's
a-
cute. That's so cute.
Bigsy's a dog that belongs to this girl named Freely and Durian Rider in Australia, and they guess they fed it rotten food and it died or something. But it's a big story, and Vegan Cheetah has a song about it. It's like Figsy, like it's a whole song about Figsy the dog. We could play it maybe, but
Okay.
it's a funny song. Let's see. It's called Figsy.
That's so sad.
Let me see if I have it still, because I have like all these videos. When I get my channels deleted, I'm losing a lot of videos. You know. So, but I still have a lot of stuff I have to rebuild, and I don't like the idea of rebuilding for my backup because I don't organize them that well. But I have it. But here it is.
Cool.
It's so funny. The thumbnail is so funny, and the song is funny too. I don't know. Cheetah makes funny songs, right? Is this? It's like an ad, and my AdBlock Plus isn't working right now. That's annoying. But I'll figure that out. Normally, I'm not used to seeing ads.
I need to buy it.
Oh, for
Like to get rid of the ads or whatever.
well, normally I just use AdBlock Plus, and that's it. What does it say? Which of the following bands would you consider purchasing? I don't even know who those are. Like, none of the above. Submit answer, I guess.
Satire music.
Okay, here's the song. Here's the
You know,
song.
I'm not a clown.
A vegan cheetah, right?
I'll be talking music sometimes.
See if it's loud. That's all right.
There was a time when I was
You sing about the dog.
nowhere to go and Daddy was.
And this is Daddy. I gotta own up Daddy too. It's funny. So this is what they call Daddy, right? It's Jerry.
Even sometimes he would go away too. Then one night at a time, ate my vegan food. I just thought, how the hell could they do this? I don't know words. He came to me with the creepiest smile, told me he wanted to chill for a
This
while.
sounds so familiar.
Riders, what they call me. Tell me that you'll never be lonely ever since that day. I've been at the door, elevate, usually sipping on some Gatorade. And with my owners, they made me be vegan. There's a way in hell that they'll be releasing me. Oh shit! Oops. I have a whole case. It's so funny. He makes a bunch of funny songs. But I have a whole case of dates here. I have a freezer full of dates. That's what I do. I climb up the palm trees and I get the dates. Yeah. That's what I was saying. If you came to Phoenix, I'd give you the dates.
Oh wait, dates and coconuts. Do you like coconuts or dates more?
Oh, I love coconuts. Coconuts don't grow here. It's not the tropics. If I was in the tropics, they would grow. My mom lives in Costa Rica. I'm in Phoenix.
Oh yeah, it's super dry over
Phoenix
there.
is a great place. They were between Phoenix and the border in California, like Palm City. Palm City
I've
and
been
Phoenix.
there. Yeah,
They don't grow anywhere else except here to there. That's between Yuma and Phoenix is the only place that dates grow in America. Because it needs 100 days of 100 degrees to mature and become ripe.
Oh really? That long?
That's what it does. 100 degrees, 100 days.
Wow.
But I have a variety that's very special called the Black Sphinx, and they're really big like medules, but they're fresh dates. I don't know if you ever had a fresh date. Fresh dates don't get dry; they ferment and they turn to alcohol. So you have to freeze them, but they taste better than dry dates because anything that dries becomes acidic, and acid's the problem, right? So it's like glutamic acid. Everything's based on acids, amino acids. Everything's acid based, but there's free acids and not free acids. And the ones that are not free, they have to get bound to alkaline elements, so they rob our minerals and vitamins from us because it's acid forming in our body. So if we don't eat acid forming things, we have the vitamins. They're given to us rather than taken from us. So that way we become rich, and we don't have to like wear our cells out. It's like I'm 42, but I don't feel 42.
Yeah, you don't look 42.
Yeah, my mom is 65. My mom's been eating this raw food since the 74, and she's
Cool. That's super cool.
65. But
Yeah. So
she's a
what-
lot more. She's out in the sun all the time and working hard and planting trees, and she's a hard worker.
Do you,
I like taking.
are you a believer in don't eat protein with carbs, or do you think you should eat carbs with protein?
Well, I like food combination, and I have a book here called Unfollowed Food Tropotherapy, and tropotherapy means the combination of food. So, and then I have on my Facebook, I have an album called Tropotherapy 2 on my Facebook, on my album, Tropology or whatever, the study of food combination, and it's on my Facebook, an album, and it has every food combination chart that I've ever found. You know, they're all the same thing. They say don't mix sweets with fats, don't mix acids with, sweets either. Subacids can go to sweets or acids, but subacids don't really mix well with fats. Like if I mix a peach or a nectarine with an avocado, it causes bad gas, or something, But if it's like watermelon or melons, it's better to eat that alone because it's going to go through you really fast. And if it's durian, I just like eating durian by itself too. But fatty fruits, but there's things like greens, like tender greens, they can mix in anything. So they can mix always. You can make a salad with many different types of mixtures into it. But there is a red line. There is a red line, and that red line is like the side of not mixing certain like cooked food is across the red line, right? And there's this one chart that shows that, and it's about most American foods are miscombining. Like you don't want to mix simple carbs with complex carbs because it's like a TNT. One, they might not react alone, but together, like when you mix vinegar and baking soda and it starts foaming up and makes like a volcano.
Yeah.
That's why I call it the volcano effect. No, I don't agree with doctors. I think natural hygiene. Natural hygiene's the opposite of medicine. So we would be like, I don't know what the word they're called trophology or tropotherapy. But I don't like labels in the first place, so it's just like, what did you do? Like I was saying in the chat earlier, it's like not about what you are. I don't want to say, oh, I am vegan. I say I did something that was vegan, like I protested against the elephants at the circus. Or I went out and broke a bunch of traps on the hunting trail and made a bunch of noise to scare away animals so they didn't get shot. Oh, here's the dog. Here, they woke up. Hey, Gigi. Or I fed homeless people or something. Here.
Oh, he's so cute. I love him. He's a happy boy.
Oh, you can have that watermelon, dog. You want the watermelon?
A happy boy.
It's a girl. You can have that.
Oh, girl. Sorry.
Give it a watermelon. Do you like it? You like it?
Happy
I think it likes it.
I see the happy girl. It's pretty.
Now it's gonna be awake all night if you fill that watermelon. The watermelon's only $1 each. It's $6 a pound, so it's really cheap. Food's super cheap here in Arizona.
Yeah, so is rent. I might actually move out there one day.
I haven't paid rent since
Rent's
2007.
cheaper, everything's cheaper.
I was gonna not pay to live when the economy crashed. I said if they don't have to pay and the banks get bailed out, I'm gonna bail myself out, and I'm gonna say screw that. I'm never gonna pay again. So now that we have Bitcoin, we don't have to worry about using banks, and even borders are going to become irrelevant. That's why Ukraine war and the Syrian war is not much worse right now. It's because of Bitcoin. Bitcoin puts a new limit on the world. Like when there used to be gold standard, there's only so much gold in the world, and all the money is linked to the gold. So people would buy gold to save their money in case the money failed, so they'd have gold to sell back and get money again or whatever. But Bitcoin does that too in a better way, in a more accountable way. that there's only so many bitcoins. It's open source. It's decentralized. Nobody controls it all. So it's no malfeasance is going to happen. No major. I mean, everything could fail and the whole internet could go down. But as long as one person had a copy of the blockchain, it's the largest computer network in the world, and we created it. So we just went to $3,000. They say it's going to go to $1 million. Yeah, definitely single. Like, there's nobody who wants to date someone who's raw vegan. Like, as soon as you tell someone that you don't eat meat, they don't even want to know you anymore.
Yeah, I don't know too much about Bitcoin yet, but I'm starting to learn it. Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I'm really excited about it. Even if you don't have to be involved in it, but you just knowing that it exists, it's holding things stable. It's making it so the rest of the world can't just be a bunch of cheaters. Like before, they were able to have as much money as they wanted. Whenever there was a problem, the Federal Reserve Bank could just make a bunch of new money and just give it to all their best friend corporations. And then that's why we have the same corporations everywhere that control everything. They're on every corner of every block trying to sell you overpriced food that's not healthy. But it's like, in reality, that was a scam that was allowed to happen by banks giving them a favor, giving them extra, and it's all through bribery. Like, a politician gets a job, it's because he took money from some company who gave him, the chance to have that job. So there's all this problems, and like I have it right here. Watch, where is it? Oh, here it is. The Declaration of Independence. I'm all like, it's a big deal, It's like, it's how we renew the government, It's like we made a system to like keep it fair, so everybody has an individual doesn't get taken advantage of. And right now we're all getting taken advantage of. So it's about time to use the clauses in this thing to do that impeachment. And hey, if we have to deal with Pence for a minute, great. But he'll mess up too, because he's got biases as well, and those biases will cause him to act certain ways that are like going to force Christianity on people. But that's not what Christianity is about. Christianity is Jesus' crew of people that had studied under Pythagoras about how to not eat food and fast to heal people, and people would come to them to study and heal. And that's been happening for hundreds of years. All cultures on earth have fasted. And it's just a health school. And the Romans destroyed them and put a bunch of other myths that weren't their myth, like the myth of redemption. You probably heard that. Women were taken advantage of in history in the year 1250 BC. And it was the goddess. People used to believe in goddesses were the gods. Like, the goddess was the top god, was a female, and it was a dragon, and destroyed her. And they killed her and spread her blood around, and that created the universe. And it's Marduk and Tiamat. And it's all, the myths are all written down. We can read them all. That's all stories of dead people from our ancestors, from Aramaic or whatever. And it's Assyrians and all this stuff. That's what happened. That's what their thinking was. And it's different thinking, different times, different empires, different cultures, people working together, trying to at least. We got to where we are now by deciding let's do things. Let's build cities and organize the food production this way and that way. Who knows? In some ways have been beneficial and some not. But this myth, how it goes, but the Romans did that to expand their own power. And then they forced, King John just made the book just to, his own way, to kill a bunch of wives because he didn't want these wife or that wife, locked her in a tower and had her killed. And so he's just changing the book. And he hired my great-grandfather to write a book called The History of England. And it's all about, wars and marriages and who married who, and it's all family names, and it's everything from Romans, the fall of the Julius Caesar, to the revolution in France about the English family, and it's like, la la la, and he wrote this book for them. But then they were like, well, we don't like you guys. They're like Huguenots, they're like Switzerland, kind of Austrian, German, French kind of area. They started Protestantism, but they got kicked out of there because the French would cut your head off if you weren't Catholic. That's how hardcore the Catholics were at one time. They were like, oh, no, you're not Catholic, and, this is how it goes. The Muslims will cut your hand off in some parts of the world, like Pakistan, They're like, you stole something, you have no more hand, or you're female, you have a sexual pleasure, we'll cut your whole clitoris off and won't let you show your face. Don't let you drive car. And that's just not fair. That's why people are saying, hey, this is not cool. It's a sexist religion, And then people say, oh, you're just being feminist. But I go to the Feminist Action Network, and I've been part of that. You can't say that feminism is something wrong. Most people don't even know what feminism even means. It just means equality. Women who are feminists aren't trying to use it to do matriarchy. There's my ex-girlfriend. She wasn't a feminist. She wouldn't even go to a feminist meeting, but she was hardcore, someone that they would call a feminist, because she was, kill all men was her idea. Kill all males. It wasn't even men. It was drones, cocks, bulls. it's only the men that rape, she says, and the women are always this and that, taken advantage of. And I'm like, well, that's not the way it is. A lot of societies are matriarchal, but like the bonobos, our closest relatives, and the bonobo monkeys and the gorillas in the jungle, they're like 99% the same DNA as us. Like, you know how they solve their problems? All the women are the ones who decide. And all they do is they make out, they just have sex. Like the women are like monkeys or bonobos, and that's all. It's called GG rubbing. It doesn't matter if you're male or female or whatever age you are. It's just that's just all it is, and that's all they do. And they're happy, and you probably wouldn't even know who the father was. Everybody just takes care. It's like one happy family. You know what I mean? So you wouldn't even it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Like if it's funny, but everyone's like, I'm done. That just shows how far we've left our own culture. Like, we're all fighting each other over ridiculousness, but, like, our ancestors are just in the jungle having a good old time.
Yeah.
I don't
For
know.
sure.
It didn't even... Stop.
Wait.
Encyclopedia on acid. The sun's coming up. That's scary. I know it's not. I thought the sun was coming up. When the sun comes up, all the birds start getting loud. Oh my gosh. I'll go to bed at like 1 p.m. and then I'll wake up at 8 a.m. And I'll be like, oh, the whole day's gone. I missed the whole day.
Okay, they want more interaction. We have to lose them.
Yeah, you gotta say.
All right.
It's all yours. Your channel. Thanks for guesting me.
It's about interacting, It's
Yeah,
about
it is.
talking. It's about talking. For sure. Definitely.
Yeah.
You have some
I wanna hear you.
relate, but you have to interact with them a little bit more.
I drove to LA a couple of weeks ago.
Did you really?
It's not that far away. It takes 5 hours,
That's awesome.
But I was going to the Belgian consulate because I'm a Belgian citizen. I had to they wanted my DNA and my fingerprints and my iris scan. I can never be a terrorist because they have all my data. I don't know. I'm not trying to be a terrorist, but I'm all into freedom, so it's not about. But I'm a Belgian citizen, so I have they don't help me. They've never helped me, But whatever. I don't know. It means I can travel. I can live in Europe if I wanted to. I don't really want to live in Europe. I have no plans to live in Europe. I could help someone. Anybody who wanted to become a European citizen, I could help make them one. It takes 3 years though. This girl Matza, she was not from Serbia. She's from Wisconsin, but she couldn't stick it out. 1 year, and she broke. It was it. I just did it for health care anyways. I just did it so she got health insurance for my work.
It made me do funny faces.
But I got married before to get on a child's birth certificate, and that didn't work either. And they saw me as a fraud, or they said I was trying to trick the government to no, I was just trying to be I was just trying to be a father. The woman tricked me to get pregnant, and then she ran away and didn't let me know him. And then I gave her all this money, $9 a month, and she never came around. And then when she only came around after the government took him from her, so the government saw me as trying to trick them by trying to work with her to get them to give the kid back. And they're like, we're going to work against both of you. And then they worked for 5 years. I was working on my own for half the time, but they terminated my rights, and they said if I had a kid in the future, they would take it without court. And they said I'm a child abuser, but I've never even been alone with my son for 1 minute of his whole life. I've only ever been in a observation room for 45 minutes for a week, every week, for 3 years. We had fun. We only had fun, but they didn't like how we had fun, so they said I wasn't gonna give enough protein. But I'm not having enough protein. I've always been strong, and I'm Thai boxer, and I skateboard, and I can never run out of endurance. I climb palm trees, I don't know what they're talking about. They said I couldn't give enough protein, and I've never had a problem with protein. It's all made up. This lie about protein, you need protein. No, actually, we need less protein. If you cut an athlete's protein in half, they have twice the performance. High protein is the top problem we have. If we eat too high a protein, it ferments in us, and then it rots, and then that's how we have it's not healthy. It becomes cancer. And so, low protein is the answer. Everything has enough. Fruit has the perfect protein, and it's all living amino acids. You need is enzymes, and those are chains of amino acids. That's immediately available. That's the original bodybuilders used to eat fruit. They call themselves physical culture.
Do they eat fish too?
Barnard McFadden was his name. They only ate fruit. It was all. It's a whole natural hygiene started in 1822.
Weightlifters only eating fruit.
It's a kind of like a cult based on Pythagoreanism, like a mathematic cult. And it's a reinvigoration of that, but it's called the temperance movement. There was people who didn't drink alcohol and didn't drink tea. You know, they're really against the caffeine in tea because caffeine is the top drug in the whole world. You know, like no one's more addicted to anything than caffeine. Caffeine. That's the whole reason I even learned about doing what I do is because this lady my mom left me with when I was a kid because she didn't have enough money or something. She had to grow some marijuana and sell it or something or whatever, but. And then that's how people make a lot of money. It's
Hey,
like really
Belinda.
easy to do, and it grows free, and it's worth $5,000.
I'm trying to watch this
for, each
interview
plant.
I did with Nicole the other day.
But
Nicole was
she
fun.
left me with this ex-nun who
we're
was
about to start
drinking coffee
dancing. It was
every day,
funny.
and she gave me money so that
We had a bunch of fun.
as a
We had, like,
flying
we
for
had a
herself.
dance
Like
party.
I'm gonna quit coffee and I'm gonna pay you money to stop drinking, and she never stopped. And I saw that, and I'm like, I don't want to go through that. Like I took one sip, and I was like, this is disgusting. Why would you drink something that tastes so disgusting? And the same with alcohol. I was like, why would you drink something that tastes so disgusting? You know, like I never wanted that. You know. So I never drank. Even if I tried to drink alcohol, I'd get really sick and I'd throw up.
Shit, I better get out of here because the
was
sun's
crimped,
going
so it
down.
wasn't
If
hooked
you
up
see
to
the
my
sun,
bladder
the
right,
sun's going down.
It always hurt
And
on
I
one
want to get
side
some
with the
grapefruits.
cramps.
I'll be back
Then I
though.
went to the hospital because I had
Really
really good.
good. I've been
I was
3
heart
hours
attack.
on here,
I went to
but
the
most of the time I've been
hospital,
asleep.
They cut my kidney out and they reattached it. I felt like a new person. I was like, wow, I'm a new person.
Bye.
It was so cool.
Really happened?
Yeah, it was called the Da Vinci robot. They